Hey, what's up, guys? I want to share a few things today. Um, First of all, creation is possible. I've created some insects and controlled their motions, and I like to evolve this by getting help from you guys. If we can create this community further while being connected to other communities that have similar orientation, then we can make this process easier, more consistent, and actualize into bigger forms. Secondly, I've experienced an episode of seeing how I'm an actual God state. Within this God state, I've had the opportunity to unconsciously already meet with the next experiences. Secondly, I've experienced an episode of seeing how I'm actually in the God state. Uh, for some reason, you tend to have to find that. But within the God state, I've had the opportunity to unconsciously already meet with the next experiences, and this state set me up to experience visceral emotions that actually heal the body or are very close to physical alteration. So, to power this process of creation, manifestation, just a suggestion the top that comes from the top of my head is don't be too critical about how it's going to show up. There's always a ballpark in which you can kind of measure your reflection. Um, I've wrote this down, but now I read it is kind of vague. But I think this is what I thought empowered my stage the best at the time. But I did some creation today. I just cooked dinner, and during cooking dinner, I've had confirmation of creation, and also while relaxing on the couch, I already also created a little fly that flew into existence. So it's actually possible. That's the primary thing to know about. Um, in the easy way, I'd say so. Don't be too critical, and also you gotta keep in mind ethics, of course, but kind of just face yourself and the ones that interact with you by thoughts and emotions and psyche and observations. Um, but you kind of just want to really meet yourself in your power, and then you don't have to overrule anything much necessarily. Um, but yeah, so you kind of see how it's a juggle, and then also how you don't have to be too specifically critical about your manifestations that show up. Uh, mm, and you kind of know how easy it can be and what you can experience as the carrying capacity. You can experience some heavy emotions and states, and they'll be fine. But there shouldn't really be a reason in this created universe that's basically for as far as we know, is created out of nothing. So it should at least be existent in the full state, if that makes sense. Uh, it kind of shifts in my mind the meaning of that, which is pretty normal, I'd say, because it's just so intensely huge. But I'm just I'm kind of having a whole segue here, but the main thing is, I'd say the most important thing is just striving for more vitality and prolonged experience without pain, and just manifesting things that make the human race more alive and existent. So there are a lot more things possible. I just want to keep it to these things here. I was gonna read you that line that I wrote down. My suggestion is to think in terms of realizing relatively abundant states of actualized and associated relativity. So actualized and associated relativity is kind of just that ballpark reference that I made. You kind of have to find your grip, and you can think out of the box, and you can kind of yeah, you have to really create stuff sometimes as a responsibility, but the easier way is first, in reality, if you can quickly realize and especially relate to the fact that your identity is in subjective and objective way relevant to important form of creation, then you're already in that state, and it's not the hassle. But you have to mind, in my opinion, you have to mind the definition of importance as well. Like, you have to respect some form of a future that's actually already being attracted to us here and now. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys, for listening in, and I'll probably go more in depth. I'll definitely go more in depth about on how to realize these states more and create. And you can watch my videos of telekinesis and such. So I'd love to hear more from you guys, what you think about this. So please leave your opinions in the comments, and have a good one.